From TIAA, it's Week 13 of the NFL on E! As we'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Daniel.
West and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he had
for Miami as they will send this one away. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's Lawrence.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. 6 catches, 71 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first, but he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
Lawrence's throw is on target to Likely. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down. They'll run with ETN. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a... loss.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Jones. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A give running right, Etienne.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Etienne once more.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback, sit, come at you.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On first down, Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And that last throw puts him over 5,000 yards passing now on the season already. Some rarefied air with numbers like that.
But don't keep the oxygen just for yourself. Pass some over to me, my friend, because given the fact he still has a number of games remaining on the schedule, that number is going to go sky high.
Rolling to his left. And this one's incomplete.
The CD, this offense in a
red zone before going out. Now Jones on first down.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Looking to throw. Jones. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
That's going to be caught by Kirk.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
ETN up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Jones now throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jones. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Straight ahead, ETN. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. Complete to Likely. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Gotta say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
Jones throwing to start the drive. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back to throw again. He'll buy some time right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it is 28-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Jaguars back with it on offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. Complete to Likely on the out route. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Lawrence on third down. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
It's a throw again is Lawrence.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the Patriots who were able to come away with the victory. Jalen Hurts, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Javonte Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. The Bucs win is a big one there as they move above 500 at 7-6 and keep themselves in the mix for a possible playoff berth. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. High throw, but he makes the catch.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back to throw. Jones. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. Whatever the discussions were,
in shreds are being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Got a man, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
play clock about to expire. We get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Hilton. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 13 yards out.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Lawrence will throw.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 49 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Dancing to his left. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll run on first down. Hilton, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here's Jones, looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down,
Hilton, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
he's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic. It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Now Jones to throw on third down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw again. On second down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
A handoff for Etienne.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go, D.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hilton, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And boy, again, they won't. Get this off in time.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Off the bootleg. Jones sliding out of the pocket. He's got it to Hilton.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Off the bootleg. Jones.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Hilton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Operating from the gun. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hilton. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
50 yards on the ground for him so far.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And they're going to speed things up here. From the 24, Jones. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run on first down. Hilton. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Second down and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. York now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Bateman. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete to Hilton. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect. Like their offense was ready to put up some points. And my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Miami, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as